Urban Politicians TV, UPTV, man. Out here in H-Town, Texas. We rocking with BusttdownMedia one time, man, for sure.
So how did Urban Politicians, like, how did all that get into the picture? How did that come in, you know? Like, how did that start?
Man, it just started. I'm sitting at the highs one day watching that Joe Budden podcast, you know what I'm saying? This like in 2017, though.
Oh, this is not even that long ago.
Yeah,
really?
2017, I'm watching the Joe Budden podcast. I had already been watching that motherfucker, though. But I'm watching the episode where he started making fun of Malaya Michelle, and that shit was so fucking funny. And then my cousin was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I'm showing my cousin the shit like a week later. He like, nigga, we can really do some shit like this on the cool. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you right, nigga. He said, man, that shit ain't shit. Laptop, my goddamn microphones. And then when he gave me that idea, I just went with that shit. And I went to Sam Ash, bought a bunch of equipment, ain't know what the fuck I was buying. I just wanted to get in that mix. Yeah. And that was like September 2017. Did that shit, and I came with the Urban Politicians name. I was jamming Mozzie every day at that time. Money Man, of course. I was jamming that nigga like every day. And them niggas there used to just talk a lot of fly ass shit. I'm jamming Nipsey Hussle every day. So them three, like on the artist side, I'm jamming a lot of Detroit shit too, but them three right there was the artists I'm listening to, just talking about bossing up. It's like, man, I need to build my own platform, man, and have my own business and all that shit. So that's when I just went with it. Did the Urban Politicians podcast from like September 2017 to April of 2018. April 2018, that's when I jumped out there on the YouTube and just started making the YouTube videos and shit. I watched everything though. I give everybody that, you know, I shout out everybody shit I watch. At that time I was watching Joe Budden podcast. I was watching No Jumper. Oh, yeah. Of course, I was watching Breakfast Club and Vlad. They was already them niggas. Yeah. And then I was heavy on Alex Alonzo, Street Gangs, you know what I'm saying? I was watching academic shit, Say Cheese shit, all that shit.
So is that something, are those really the ones that really pushed you, like, you know what I'm saying, like inspired you when it comes
I say the Joe Budden podcast was the first, because I started out as a podcast. I ain't know how to do nothing on YouTube or nothing. Yeah. Like, when I first started, YouTube wasn't even a factor. We was just doing the podcast shit. I started doing that YouTube shit like 2018 because, like, my cousins and my family, they really ain't had time to do the podcast. They really wasn't into it as much as I was, you know what I'm saying? I was down to do that shit 4 times a week because I wanted to turn up and make it. But they was kind of, like, more relaxed on it. So 2018, that's when I said, well, I can do whatever I want on YouTube. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah.
So when you first started that, how was, like, your family's reaction? Was they, like, they were down with it? Or?
What you mean, my family?
Like, is that what you just said? You was like...
no, that was like my cousins and my partners, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, they was with it, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, I felt like a nigga had to go 10 times harder than what we was doing, you know what I'm saying? And so that's when I was like, well, fuck it, I'm going to just lead the way, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just go with it, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened with the shit.
What put the fuel to the fire to start doing what you do?
Shit, like I was saying, just wanting to own my own shit, but it's like, I had to find something that, like, hey, I'm going to have fun with this shit, too. Nigga, I already be politicking on this rap shit every day in the barbershop. Motherfucking, you know, when you go to the barbershop, we talking rap music. We talking sports. If I'm calling one of my partners, hey, nigga, you heard this new shit? This shit hard. You know what I'm saying? We talking about this rap game anyways. I'm already watching all this content, and I'm like, I've been fucking with this rap shit my whole life for free. Like, why not go ahead and fuck with it right now? Like, this, I'm really, I feel like I'm really a part of this culture. I don't know everything. I can't tell you all the historian, hip-hop fucking nerd facts of rap, but a nigga been part of this motherfucking culture since he was 4, 5 years old.
And you gotta know how to talk about it, too.
Yeah, exactly. Make it entertaining. Yeah, I grew up just fucking with all types of rap music. Like, I grew up on everything from fucking... We talking, nigga, Bone Thugs. Too Short, Bone Thugs, nigga, Jay-Z, Biggie, all the down south shit, Zero. You know, every era of rap, we a part of it. You know, Houston, we ain't no city that's like, we ain't finna listen to these niggas, they ain't from Houston. We listen to whatever hard in Houston or whoever rapping, you know what I'm saying? That's why everybody come out here and sell out shows. If your shit hot, we finna fuck with that. That's so, just being growing up like that, made me, this is my life, you know what I'm saying? I ain't turning nothing on and off. Like, a lot of motherfuckers in the game, they be turning shit off and on for the bag. Like, You know what I'm saying? But this is really how I live, though. The type of shit that I do, I'm really, like, I'm really that. When I say that, I'm talking about, like, the corporate motherfuckers. Like
who? Like what?
Just different people who work behind the scenes of rap and hip-hop. The
Like, what do you mean, like, they turn on and off? Like,
they don't really fuck with rap. When they get in their car, they not listening to rap music. They didn't grow up with this lifestyle. They don't even know the fucking music. They just own the business of it. It's a business for them. But this shit, like, nigga, this really my fucking life. You know what I'm saying?
So who's some of like your favorite artists that you even been connected with when it comes to all this? Who's some of your favorite artists?
Like niggas I done tapped in with?
Yeah.
My number one artist I listen to right now, Money Man. We ain't never worked before, but dog done shot a nigga out. You know what I'm saying? He shot a nigga out, show love, support my shit. Like the artist I jam the most, you know what I'm saying? Mozzie. I ain't did no interview with him, but I chopped it up with that nigga at the motherfucking Trey Day. You know what I'm saying? He showed love up there, gave a nigga a drop and everything like that. I told him, like, nigga, I jam your shit every day. You know what I'm saying? Then I tapped in, the TSF. I like what Sauce Walka did with that whole movement coming out of H-Time to coming at in the game with something different like that. Nigga, we ain't seen no nigga come different from the H-Time culture, then mix that with his own little style and little shit with it and drip. That shit was
he created
hard,
his own wave.
So I did, when I got in the game, I wanted to tap in with Sauce because I felt like he really created a way for motherfuckers to get out here and not have to stay in that Houston cookie cutter machine. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he was the spark of that. So I always wanted to have a conversation with him on that shit on camera. We did that. I just hollered at Jim Jones on Sunday. We ain't tap in on no interview, but because of this shit is the reason I was even able to talk to him. I grew up on Dipset, man, nigga. I was motherfucking yelling Dipset in the hallway like Dirk say. I remember yelling Dipset. I was one of them niggas. So that was hard. Man, I done met more niggas. It's a lot of niggas I done just hollered at, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Filthy Rich too. Filthy Rich, I did an interview with that nigga, you know what I'm saying? So it's getting better. I interviewed Lil Flip. Shout out, I'm just trying to think of some of the names that people know, but I probably got interviews with like 200 underground motherfucking artists, dog. Yeah.
So if you had somebody walking in right now and they've never seen nothing of you, what would be the first interview you recommend to them?
The first interview? Yeah. I say the Sauce Walka one.
The Sauce Walka one?
Yeah. Go type in Urban Politicians TV, Sauce Walka. That bitch went crazy. Like,
why you say that?
Shit, the numbers that's my biggest interview. That bitch probably did over 500,000. You know what I'm saying? That shit was raw. It was uncut. He done been on the channel a couple times, but that was like, every time he done been on the channel, it never been planned. Like, we just outside, posted up in the streets. We on the spot, I'm on the spot, he on the spot. Even on this interview, we didn't say, let's do an interview. You know what I'm saying? We just outside, posted up chilling. He had just bought his Rolls Royce, that black and pink motherfucker. So that nigga was feeling this. You a nigga come from the bottom and cop. You feeling yourself, nigga. Shit, that niggas they blowing big weed, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, what's up? You got the camera, nigga? Like, yeah, let's pop some shit. So really, he's the one that. Yeah. No, well, I'm saying I'm always there with the camera, so niggas know what it is, but. It's like, he know, hey, nigga, let's do some shit. Yeah. Shit, let's do some shit. We did that motherfucker, and, like, the shit turned into an hour, 2-hour interview. Like, we was outside for, like, a whole hour talking.
And you didn't edit it or nothing like that? You just...
Yeah, I edited it because I don't want to upload something for a whole hour. Yeah.
Was you, like, anxious whenever you got that interview? Because I know a lot of times whenever I get done with doing, like, videos that I'm, like, excited for, man, I'm anxious to go home and... I want to say it's the reason I wasn't anxious because I already knew what I was finna do. Like when the nigga tell me, "Hey, let's get the interview in," while I'm rolling that bitch, I'm already thinking about where I'm finna cut the time off it for the next. You know what I'm saying? To break that bitch down and all that. So it's already in my mind. It's like second nature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you edit all your videos by yourself?
Yeah, I do everything by myself. Yep. Everything.
So you don't have like a team, like you everything?
Yeah, I ain't got no team. The only thing that my boy helped me with, my nigga Pookie, Studio 56, that's what a podcast be at every Monday on the channel. He helped me with that. He do the road thing. I mean the audio shit, the engineering for the podcast. He do the live on the YouTube for the podcast. That's on Mondays. But anything else you see, that's all me. The vlogs, the interviews, the YouTube lives, the commentary, the news, all that's all me.
So what's some of the positives you feel like of not having a team, like just doing everything independent? Like,
I ain't got to tell nobody what I'm about to do. I ain't got to run nothing by nobody. I can say what I want to say. If I fail, it's all on me. You know what I'm saying? When you by yourself, it's all on you. It ain't no motherfucking excuses. Like, a lot, and I realize that, like, you might think niggas sleeping on you. You might think niggas doing you dirty. If a nigga really purposely shitting on you, that's different. But the world ain't sleeping on you. You just ain't made your shit. You ain't went hard enough yet.
It ain't your time.
Yeah. Or you just ain't. You ain't got there yet. You ain't like when I say like I hollered at Jim Jones Sunday. I was like, damn, this nigga don't know what urban politicians is. That mean I gotta step it up. You know what I'm saying? That mean I gotta turn up so when niggas come to Houston, they know. If they see me, they know. Yeah, you gotta build. You gotta build. You know what I'm saying? Because if the shit cold, if your shit that cold, somebody gonna see you.
Oh yeah.
You know, so sometimes it's a process, building blocks, relationships. A lot of this game be based on relationships, man. A lot of niggas, they cold, but it's another nigga colder, but they knew the right nigga. You know what I'm saying?
They're in a better position.
Better position. They got they rubbing hands with the right niggas. The right person noticed them sometimes. Because sometimes it might not even be like, niggas will look at a nigga that make it like, oh, nigga, you ain't really do this or that. Nah, nigga, the nigga with the power saw that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how that shit work. Yeah, that's the game.
So what would be your advice to any other media pages that's really coming up? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of them right now.
Thanks.
So what would be your advice to any ones that are like really small, trying to come up in a place where there's a lot of other ones? You know.
Man, I say consistency. Consistency the main motherfucking thing, bro. If you stay consistent on your shit, a lot of people take a lot of breaks. They chill. Like, I ain't talking about like no 1 day break, but like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas will take a 2-month break. And that's with anything in this shit. Rapping. I don't give a fuck, you trying to get a business.
So how you feel about if niggas taking breaks to perfect their craft?
It depends though, bro. Like what you really coming back with. Every time you start, you got to regain. Every time you stop, you got to regain fans. You know what I'm saying? That's on anything in life though. You know what I'm saying? Like if you trying to play football, nigga, you stop working out for 3 months. Now you got to go back and get yourself back in shape again. And the other niggas been.
That's gonna be the hardest part, trying to restart.
And it's the same thing with this. I compare this shit to sports and anything. Business owners, niggas who's trying to get their food trucks popped off, clothing line. This life. You got to do this shit every day.
Or you got to keep going.
Or you got to have you a set schedule where the people is expecting you. I say that's a big thing. Building your fan base, a solid organic fan base. And in media, man, keep everything factual, bro. Like, I tell you like this. The shit, your shit go up faster, you know, with the gimmicks and the other shit. But if you keep everything factual, bro, you know what I'm saying? Keep everything factual and authentic, people will appreciate that shit more. You know what I'm saying? It might look like you moving slow because you keeping it factual and authentic, but in the long run, that shit big in media, bro. That shit gonna mean a lot in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like a lot of like media pages, like, how do I say, like clout chase, like?
Oh yeah, facts. Clout chasing, that's the way of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not even. I'm sending it to a direct media page or a level of media page. That clout chasing shit start from the nigga with 300 followers and go all the way up to the niggas with 3, 4, 5 million. They clout chase. CNN clout chase.
Do you think it's effective though?
Hell yeah, it's effective. CNN is clout chasing.
You think it's good or bad?
Fox. It can be good and it can be bad.
How?
It's 50-50. Sometimes you put out a crazy story and it ain't harmful. It ain't really hurt nobody, right? Like, I dropped videos on Joe Budden and his team beefing right now. That could be seen as clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? But guess what I know? Ain't nobody finna die. Ain't nobody finna shoot nobody. They just having arguments online and people want to see this shit like a soap opera. So that's a form of clout chasing, right?
Like
but
drama.
People want drama. But then you got the other kind of clout chasing. So what I'm doing is no harm. Because what's ever done with them is done. They giving us the information, right? But then there's this other kind of clout chasing. Who shot who? Who dissed who dead homie? You know what I'm saying? And I've covered that shit too, to a certain extent. I don't get all the way into the nitty gritty of all that shit all the time. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the other type of clout chasing. Oh, this nigga just dissed that nigga dead homie. You know what I'm saying? This nigga just da-da-da-da. Oh, CNN, they post some little racist shit and put propaganda with it. You know what I'm saying? Just because that's what the people want to see don't mean that that shit ain't clout chasing or you ain't being an instigator or being messy. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your hands dirty in this media shit a little bit, but you decide how far you want to take it.
Yeah, don't dig.
You decide that. It's your own person. See, a lot of people got these platforms and they try to act like it's a machine running them. No, nigga, you a human typing this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Speaking on that, what are some of the negatives that come with, you know what I'm saying, having like a media page and all that?
You're gonna have people mad at you. People gonna blame, especially if you a rap platform. Niggas gonna be mad at you because they feel like you should be fucking with them. Media, a real hard job. It's a balance for the fact, you know, media don't get a lot of respect in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Just for over the years, you know, camera, you walking around with a camera. Only certain niggas, it's a lot of niggas who childish, man. They ain't really got respect and things in this culture. We're like, hey, nigga, I'm gonna respect a cameraman, a media nigga, a producer, engineer. You know what I'm saying? Some of the rappers, they try to look down on niggas.
Shit, everybody do it, bro.
Everybody do it, but black probably the worst. Well, no, we ain't. We are the worst.
Yeah,
black people are the worst. But everybody do it, you know. White companies, CNN do it, NBC, ABC. They do the same shit where they got a snob on the set who talk to the people crazy behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just go with this shit. But that's really hard. Getting people to really see your time is valuable in the beginning. That's hard. Even with me now, like everybody, like I say, I'm on the come up. So like I'm grinding. I'm out the dirt. I'm still at the bottom. It might not look like it, but I'm still at the bottom. So I can't hit every nigga and they say, okay, it's worth my time to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? This a numbers game. You ain't got 30,000, 40,000 Instagram followers. You trying to hit a certain nigga for an interview. He like, nigga, what the fuck you on, nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's just what it is. You got to build that shit up, though.
See, I know with niggas there's a lot of positives. So, what's some of the positives that come with the media page and stuff like that?
Shit, organic fan, but I hate that word fan. I don't like for what I do. I don't like to call nobody no fan. Ain't nobody no fan. I say organic, motherfucking like just having organic supporters. You know what I'm saying? I had caught COVID. And I was down. I couldn't shoot I wasn't doing no content or nothing. And had motherfuckers that ain't in Houston, ain't my everyday friends hit me up in the comments, man, what you doing and where you at? And you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I ain't seen you on YouTube. What's going on? Like, that shit, that's a positive, bro, to have motherfuckers you ain't never shook their hand, you ain't never sat down with them. They interested in what you got to say, you know what I'm saying, and what you got going on in your life. That's a positive. Having motherfuckers, you know, when you put in work and somebody acknowledge it, that's a positive. And the most important positive, whether you making $5, $10, $20, $100, $200, making money doing something that you really genuinely fuck with, and you created something and you made money off of something you created. You know what I'm saying? That's a motherfucking thing too. That's a positive in this shit. For sure.
You ever been somewhere where somebody noticed you?
All the time now. Like, if I go to the mall, like, if I go to the Galleria, somebody in there notice me. If I go to, like, a bar or a restaurant, lounges, you know, that's the vibe now, though. That's the vibe of the city now.
Nobody just go to club. Yeah. They always at Prospect.
Seaside.
Crew, you feel me? Shit like that. Like.
So, when I go on them daytime parties and shit, a motherfucker gon' come up to me and be like, man, you big infant, man, I be listening to you at work all day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Telling me about shit I done said. I'm like, all right, that's what's up, bro. Like, yeah, nigga, you doing your thing, nigga. Like, I'm fucking with you. That shit be hard.
You ever had somebody that was down, like, come up to you, realize you, and be like, and try to show you they work and shit like that? What is your response when they do that? How do you feel when they do that?
It just depends. I fuck with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It take a lot to come up. First of all, I do it because that's just why I'm at. It take a lot to come up with a nigga, to come up to a nigga who not even no star. Like, I ain't no star, nothing like that. Nigga, like, for a nigga to come up to a nigga that ain't a star and tell him you fuck with him, that's big, bro. Like, that take a lot for a man. These niggas is men, you know what I'm saying? For a man to come up to another man that you don't know personally and he not a star, hey, bro, I fuck with you, dog. Like,
you ever had like any like weird, like crazy encounters with like people that knew you?
Not really, bro, because it be love every time I be. Yeah, it be love every time. Like when a nigga who coming up to me, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, they already made their mind up. They fuck with me enough to come introduce themselves to me. You know what I'm saying? I done had niggas introduce themselves to me with their gal.
Oh,
They with their gal at a spot. They got their gal with them. Like, what's up, boy? I fuck with you, nigga. Like, you be doing your shit. Like, so it don't never be nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I done had crazy shit with rappers and shit like that, though. But
like what?
Just,
you ain't gotta go too deep into
it. Yeah, no, just you know how that shit go, man. Rappers will be just getting in their feelings sometime. Or
like about like posts and shit like that?
Posts, interviews. Not as much no more.
They ever ask you to delete shit down, shit like that?
I have, but the shit that I had to delete, I understood why. You know what I'm saying? I've had niggas ask me to delete YouTube videos, and I tell them I can't do it because the reason they was trying to get me to delete it wouldn't be valid to me. Like, I ain't getting nobody locked up. I ain't doing this or that. You just don't like what's being said. But thing is, my platform is not a disrespectful platform. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I've had to delete some shit on some legal shit before.
Oh, on some legal shit?
Yeah, on some legal shit. Niggas got cases and, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of, and I would tell them niggas before, bro, like, that's what would be crazy to me. Like, I tell niggas before, bro, I don't think this is a good idea. You shouldn't do this. Da, da, da. Nigga keep hitting me and asking, man, we need to do it. I want to get this out here. Da, da, da. And I'm like, nah, this not this one. Yeah, certain ones, I get. Certain ones, if you want to come talk about that shit, and I get that. Because, you know, sometimes you got to get your word out there. You got to get heard. But sometimes niggas just be thinking like, oh, I got this going on. There's going to be some clout for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, nah, nigga, you come out and speak when you got to get your name clear on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
so how far do you plan on branching out? Like, what things do you have in mind?
Man, nigga, we trying to have it all, man. We trying to go whatever they want to let a nigga come, make some money, and have fun. If they want to put a nigga on the radio, we going there. Y'all want to do podcasts, we going. Long as we ain't on no slaving type shit, ain't nobody disrespecting me behind the scenes. Type shit. We there, man. We trying to do parties, clubs. If I can help artists get into the game, I love finding new talent. We gonna work on that. You know what I'm saying? We'll go work. I go work at a label, help them out. Long as I can still go back and do my own shit on YouTube, that we can tap in with whoever. I'll partner with whoever. As long as, hey, I get to run my YouTube and run my platform how I want to run it. I'm with whatever in this media shit, bro. I love this shit.
Which one do you feel is like your primary focus? Your YouTube or your Instagram page?
The Instagram ain't shit. I use that to communicate with artists and communicate with people. But my YouTube where it said, I ain't never made no money off Instagram really. Like, well, I make money.
Any good?
Huh?
YouTube checks
it be decent. I mean, it be up and down. It be times where you might get some bread. Like, okay, this was a cool ass month. I paid the bills. And sometimes
so it's enough to pay bills.
Yeah, I didn't pay bills. I didn't pay bills. Hell yeah, nigga. But I didn't work for it though. Yeah. I didn't pay bills with YouTube for sure. I didn't got fresh with YouTube, all that shit. Like, also I didn't went out of town off a YouTube check before. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, like it can get there. It be crazy though with YouTube, nigga. They're like
they got certain weird rules and shit.
Yeah, it's like okay, so like you might look at a nigga video, that bitch might be 200,000 views. Sometimes they won't monetize that video. Yeah. They won't monetize that video on that nigga. But then they might monetize the one that do 20,000 views. Okay. And then you never know. Like, it depends on the ads that they put on the video. It be up and down.
So you get to choose when you want the ads in there? Or?
No, you can put your ads on any. Ads. You can put ads on every video. You just cut the monetization on. They choose on which ad they gonna give you. Certain ads that they give you pay more than others.
Oh, okay. How many subscribers you sitting at right now on YouTube?
Probably like 60K.
Oh, 60K?
Yeah, 60K. I had a good little month last month too, so. Yeah,
this whole When that start taking off for you?
Huh?
When that start taking off for you?
The YouTube first started taking off, I say, around that time I started, like April, I had one video go crazy, and that's what got me monetized. I was talking about Rollo. And then it was like, you know, slow up and down. Some months will be good. Mm-hmm. And that bitch, like, went crazy. Like, niggas was sending death threats.
What?
Nah. Rollo, R-A-L-O out of Atlanta. Yeah, ox shit, pop shit. Free Rollo, too, man. Every time some news come out, I reported on him. I like what Rollo was doing with the money he was making or whatever he had going on, allegedly. That nigga had took bought an apartment complex for his whole family. And that shit, I had the utmost respect for that. That nigga was out there feeding the homeless, giving out money. And I see dog like do his interviews and talk and the way he would speak. I'm like, man, this nigga got a good ass soul, dog. Like, that nigga was a young nigga with a good soul, so I just had respect for him. So when I did the video, I was just saying like, damn, bro, he probably should have did this, probably should have did that. Everybody in the comments was like, nigga, you a snitch, nigga. You a snitch, nigga, we gonna kill. Niggas sending death threats, niggas going to my Instagram. Hey, nigga, we gonna catch you, nigga, it's real. Shit, pop. Hey, you know how the comments be, bro. They be wanting to call anybody a snitch. I'm like, bro, I ain't said nothing on this camera that ain't already been said by the motherfucking police and shit. Yeah. I don't know nothing about nothing. They's like, well, dude, you could wait to solve the case. I'm like, bro, I'm not solving shit. But now, shout out to Rollo, free Rollo, man. He gonna be home soon, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? So that was when I first started seeing motherfuckers coming to the YouTube just going crazy.
How many views that got?
At that time, it was like 40,000. I don't know where it's at now.
Oh, it got more.
But see, before that, I was doing 100 views, 50 views,
so that
60 views. So when that shit went up.
That validates all it takes is that one.
Yeah. But then my shit, it don't be every video. You might get one that do 40,000, then you might get one that don't do shit.
Yeah.
And you got to really build your fan base on that bitch. And like me, I went crazy with it. I'm dropping 2-3 videos a day because I want to speed up the process. But I also was like, okay, the athletes, the owners, these billionaires that's winning, them niggas do this shit every day. And they drop, they not, hey man, I'ma chill today and da-da-da. Nah, they working on their craft no matter what. And that's just what I was on, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I just turned up with that shit even after that Rollo show. I'm like, oh no, we gotta keep going. Even when that shit'll go down, we gotta keep going.
Motivated you, really.
Yeah, even to this day, it'll be times where that shit'll go down, but I already know I ain't finna stop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So what's something that really motivates you when stuff like, stuff like that happens? Like, what's something that really keeps you going?
Shit, man, I got plans. Like I say, we trying to do it all. Like, nigga want to have fun with this shit. Nigga, freedom to do what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? Because we know, bro, like, you go get you a job, right? Ain't nothing wrong with working no job. I tell everybody, nigga, you gotta work, you gotta take care of responsibilities. But it's like, I want to be a nigga that, hey, I'm my own boss, nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You don't gotta listen to nobody. You don't gotta be on nobody else's time.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. That's another thing I love about this shit the most. You know what I'm saying? I ain't against working no job, though. I done had jobs before. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta start somewhere. Shit.
Yeah, I done had jobs before. Like, I ain't
like, you work that 9 to 5, you grind while you work that 9 to 5. That 9 to 5 gonna help you get to the top.
That's the best way to go with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got
what you doing.
He working the,
oh yeah, they say Pac-Man. He working the mailman.
And shout out to my boy Pac-Man too. That's my nigga, man. That's my guy. That's my boy there.
He getting to it. Shit.
Yeah.
I saw some lady record him.
Oh God.
She recorded him while he was on the job.
Yeah, that's my guy there. I fuck with that nigga, dog.
But that's real shit. He trying to do what he gotta do. He investing in his.
It's a lot of rappers that didn't work jobs.
I think he trying to put a message out there too.
Like it's not, man. Y'all be surprised with rappers that had jobs. Nigga, Lil Durk didn't have a job.
Shit, all them niggas had jobs.
Oh yeah, a lot of rappers that had. Ain't nothing wrong. You get. A lot of street niggas get jobs, bro. Like, a lot of gangsters get jobs. It's just like a lot of niggas will get on camera and say they never had a job and know they haven't. That's a lot of niggas that haven't. That's true.
So, what else you got planned this year? Like, you got, you know what I'm saying?
Man, we finna hit that road. That's what I'm on now, man. Hit that motherfucking road. Just keep hitting that road. I'm finna pop out of time the end of June. Probably LA, you know what I'm saying? Then I want to try to get to, a different little event, just out of town, bro. Any what shit popping out of town. I went to L.A., fucked with the vibe out there. I went to Compton, went to, I've been to L.A. before for a few times, but I wasn't never doing media or nothing like that.
So what you did out there in L.A.?
So when I went out there now, it was all hustle. Like when I used to go to L.A., it was trying to fuck on hoes and party and shit. Now when I go to LA, you know what I'm saying? It's business. Who can I tap in with? Whoever. Like, I don't give a fuck, nigga, who rap. Hey, nigga, you in LA, let's go. You got music videos, nigga, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm walking down Melrose now, I'm looking at the niggas that's the business owners on this motherfucker. Like, bro, these niggas came out the mud. You know what I'm saying? And now they millionaires on Melrose. You know what I'm saying? Niggas got their own independent shit going on. Like, I'm looking at them niggas like these niggas doing they shit.
Yeah. And you said you were looking at the business owners. Who's somebody you really look up to You know what I'm saying? When it comes
Hey,
to
I fucked
like
with
inspired
Nipsey.
by.
I was inspired by Nipsey. That was the main nigga, bro. That's why I wear my motherfucking urban politician shit every day, man. Right before Nipsey got killed, I was just I peeped that nigga whole play. I got interviews saying that Nipsey was like the inspiration, was one of the inspirations. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey Hussle for sure. Just watching that nigga whole play, like that nigga used to wear like he used to promote his own clothes, his own brand. Or that nigga was finna be on like some white and black t-shirt shit. He wasn't never trying to be in the lady. And he could afford that shit. If he wanted to, nigga could have hired him a stylist and just stayed dripped up. That nigga kept that shit LA. Nigga, I'm finna be in Chucks, Vans, white tee or some black tee or some Marathon or Crenshaw shit. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas gotta see my shit when they see me. So that's what I be on like that. Like that shit really showed me. Just like, you know, a lot of them niggas that promote their brand heavy, that's what I'm on. And Nipsey really was a nigga that I fucked with, dog, how that nigga was rocking, man. Because I watched that nigga whole come up. I used to watch this nigga at Warehouse Live when that bitch wasn't sold out like that. I'm like, this nigga cold as fuck. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody that support me. Appreciate BusttdownMedia for having me come tap in today. That's love. I appreciate anybody that subscribed to the Urban Politicians TV YouTube channel. Anybody follow me on the gram. Like I tell niggas, if you follow me on the gram, I only do one thing on that motherfucker. Urban Politicians TV and me. And that shit go hand in hand. So you fucking with this shit regardless. Like, I don't be on there doing other shit. I do this shit on there. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody that's tapped in for Shit Show. Instagram, Urban Politicians _Big Ant. YouTube, Urban Politicians TV. Make sure y'all tap into that Studio 56 podcast, man. Gonna have all type of content on there. Y'all make sure y'all tap in on the motherfuckers for sure.
Every new artist coming up gotta tap in, bust down. You gonna get out quick.
I'm so fucking